Hi Claire, how are you today?
Oh, really good. Thanks, Penny. Thanks for coming in to see me today.
That's good. Would you like to tell me about tile sizes and what's good for what spaces, and do they make the place look smaller? Do they make it look bigger? So what would you advise?
Factories are producing larger format tiles more often now than a smaller format. A larger tile makes a room feel bigger because you're getting less joins and lines throughout the space compared to a smaller tile.
And what about things like subway tiles? So they were quite popular. Are they still sort of...
Yeah, lots of Kit Kats are still making an appearance in all sorts of design inspiration. People love them, lots of colour and also lots of different movement in the tiles. So not necessarily introducing a colour, but keeping the tile the same and then introducing a new format size. So you use the same tile in the 600 by 1200 on the floor, and then on the wall you can introduce a mosaic in a smaller size in a 60 by 250 or in a sort of a longer tile or a square, a 45 by 45.
Cool. So would you say that the trend going forward into 2026 is more about texture than varying colours within a space? So you might have the same tile and by reducing the size of it, it's giving you a different texture, or you were saying about those 3D tiles, it's giving you something that changes just the shape of it, like you're keeping the same colour or it's a lighter colour.
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely. People are choosing less colour because they're bringing colour into their homes with their finishes, whether that's a vase or a cushion or fabrics, and keeping everything quite neutral, and then just changing the texture by changing the shape of the same tile that they're already using.
Yeah.
The spaces in a bathroom are never very big, and there's a lot going on in a bathroom. By the time you get your vanity and your mirror and your shower and everything can start feeling really cramped if you're introducing lots of different colours and different finishes as well. So by keeping it in one tile and then changing the shape and introducing tiles with textures just gives that little bit of movement and creates a really classy looking space.
And I guess that sort of keeps it more to date over the period of time, so you can change the colour through your towels in a bathroom, for example, and accessories in a bathroom, and it's still going to be modern for years to come, as opposed to if you pick something that's sort of really on point this year, but in 3 years' time it might not be something that is classified as trendy or...
Absolutely, yeah, I totally agree with that. You can always change your paint colour easily if you really, really love that green or that blue.
Yeah.
Introducing those colours through paint is a great way to bring in a bit of personality, but keeping those finishes neutral it lets you move through time, and it always look beautiful.
And I suppose if you're wanting a little bit of, like we've got some wonderful green tiles here, you can have those in small areas like above your vanity and things like that, to just, if you really want a little bit, because then they can be changed without much cost down the track.
Yeah, that's
not a big expense like a floor or a whole wall, and you want to keep with something that's fairly neutral.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a big undertaking to change an entire bathroom down the track, so to keep it neutral is a great idea. And you can also introduce a bit of fun into those laundry splashbacks as well. I think laundries are a bit of an unspoken room where we spend a lot of time, especially as women, and that is in that splashback there is an opportunity to do something really wild and fun.
Yeah.
It's sort of always a little hidden away room, so to be able to have some fun in the laundry is a great idea too.
Yeah, no, that's a good idea. Cool. And what about things like grout? So like having a grout that's a different, like a complementary colour or a contrasting colour, sort of, does that change the effect of the tiles? Like, does that make it seem smaller?
Absolutely, yeah. What another great question, Penny. The grout colour is so important, and even grout joints and the sizes. It's always a good idea to get the grout joints specified for that tiler before they start installing. If you can get it right down to a 1.5, then you're winning. A lot of tiles don't let you be able to do that just the way they're made. If they've got a handmade edge, it's very hard to keep the grout joint right down. but lots of coloured grouts are very fashionable at the moment. People are using the coloured grout as their pop of colour.
Yeah.
And also in a really high traffic or a really heavy duty environment, it would be a good idea to consider some epoxy grout, which is a 2-part. So that stops it from discolouring and helps it maintain its colour over the longevity that it's installed.